Ghana experienced its worst and most severe drought 40 years ago. This devastating famine began in 1981 and peaked in 1983. Crop yield began to dwindle. Drought and bushfires destroyed many farms. Kwame Moses, a driver, was 14 years at the time and recalls his family lost all their food crops to bushfire.
People were really suffering. It was even difficult to get food to eat, and this was due to the bushfires. There was no rains, and the sun was really bright and hot. There could be bushfires anytime. Farms were getting burnt. Plantains could fall off easily, and we really suffered. I remember in 1983, my father had a farm. That was our main source of livelihood as a family. Unfortunately, one day, when we got there, everything was burnt to the ground.
Some traders jacked up their prices in order to profit from the circumstance. This compelled the government to enact price control measures. Sadly, the military guards posted at the marketplaces to ensure that traders complied with the established rates, flogged and tortured vendors for hoarding items.
I sold plantain during those times. The soldiers will come and sell your foodstuff at control prices. They put you on a table and lash you. By God's grace, I have never been lashed. I've been selling in Malamata even before 1983. People were really beaten. I have been truthful since 1944, so I was not beaten. But if your foodstuff are expensive, the soldiers will sell it at control prices and beat you.
In 1983, when Ghana was in dire straits, Nigerian President Shehu Shagari took advantage of the situation to exact revenge by expelling 2 million illegal immigrants from West Africa, of which more than half were Ghanaians.
If they don't leave, they should be arrested and tried and sent back to their homes.
With more than 2 million illegal immigrants ordered to get out of Nigeria, the resulting chaos is staggering. Hundreds of thousands have now massed at Nigeria's frontier with the tiny West African state of Benin.
This was in response to Ghana's Alien Compliance Order of 1969, where many illegal foreign nationals were expelled from Ghana. At that time, Ghana was unable to cater for the influx of its own people from Nigeria.
Almost 900,000 have already returned to Ghana alone. Most of the illegal migrant workers who've been expelled from Nigeria have been making their way along what used to be known as the Slave Coast, through Benin and Togo towards Ghana.
40 years on, Asari, not his real name, who was 33 years in 1983 and also a deportee, had quite an experience to share with me.
I was in Nigeria for 1 year, when then the security order also came. And when the security order came, we were coming. Our experience on the journey wasn't anything to write about. Unfortunately, we managed to enter Ghana. I mean, before then, we were kept at a Benin, between Benin and Togo border for some days, because Ghana border has been closed for one reason or the other. So when the border was open and we were coming, not knowing they deployed soldiers all along the route, and on our way coming, maybe 2 or 3 soldiers will join your vehicle, and they will march you to transfer. They search you, whatever you have, they say they are going to change it with a bank rate. If you are having the Naira at the time, they are going to change it at a bank rate for you. And then you do your duty or whatever it is. And if you are lucky, you will get it. If you are not lucky, your money will go without getting it, and then you come back home empty-handed.
But the real question is, 40 years on, what has changed?
Yes, there has been a lot of improvement in terms of agriculture, because some of our people has learned a lot of lessons during those era.
Issues with regards to money during that time was not a problem. Any small amount of money can buy something, though money was hard to come by. Small amount of money can buy something huge, unlike this era.
A change this time. No. We are going backward.
Oh, difference in India. I say be break. Simple because
there is so much difference now, simply because currently the economy in the country is hard, but not like 1983. Money is hard to come by these days, and work is hard to find. If you work hard, you will definitely get the money to get what you want.
But 83 need the nentisa.
There are foodstuffs available today and they are not expensive. The things in the shops are expensive. The oil for frying plantain chips has increased drastically. I believe this era is okay because the things are available.
Jacqueline and Suma Yabua's report for Joy News.